On behalf of Cooperative Metropolitan Ministries, I'd like to welcome all of you this evening. This is the 23rd year we have done a similar Rumi celebration, and the first time since 2019 that we've been able to do it in person. There are also people who are watching the live stream now. We have a total of 275 people registered, some of whom are meeting in groups to watch the live stream. I've been reflecting tonight on the first time we did this, which was in 2001, right after 9/11, which was a very troubled time, difficult time, and the evening of peace and joy it brought to people, I think, made a difference. And we again find ourselves in that kind of a situation. It's a troubled time. And I hope that you find some moments of peace and joy this evening in this amazing prayer, really, that you'll be seeing. There are two things I would like to ask of you. One is, please make sure your cell phone is on silent, difficult if there is interruption, and also to realize that this event is an experience of prayer and worship for the participants. So it really is not appropriate to applaud, and I hope that you'll be able to get into that spirit of worship with them.
Welcome, friends. My name is Amr Latif, and it's a real joy to welcome you all here, those in person. What a joy to be together again in person, and to all of you who are joining us virtually. And let me begin by saying Assalamu alaikum, so the Islamic greeting of peace, not just any peace, but the peace, the source of all peace, so the peace. And in answering the question, who is Rumi, there's a very simple answer, which, like most simple answers, it's quite complex when one starts to unpack it. Rumi is a completed human being, a perfected human being, or what is called in Persian insan kamil or al-insanul kamil. One way to think about it also that Rumi is a human being who has reached the ripening that a human being is capable of. Just as a fruit grows on a tree and reaches a certain ripening, and at that stage is available to those who would come and pick it and taste it. In that way, Rumi is the fruit, a completed fruit, the perfected ripe fruit on the tree of Islam. But as it tends to happen, that when certain human beings reach this perfection, which is modeled in the Islamic tradition by the Prophet Muhammad, who is called by God in the Quran as a light-giving lamp. So just like a flower blossoms and its fragrance goes everywhere, in a similar way, the light of a lamp makes no distinction, and it's just freely available to everybody that might be present in its radius. So that's the largest, I think, way of being able to conceive that of Rumi, is that, in my experience, Rumi is somebody who demonstrates to us what it means to reach the completion of human life, what is possible, the richness, the complexity. And perhaps sharing one misperception that I had as I was introduced to Rumi and thought about these friends of God, another title of Rumi, and other saints in the Islamic tradition. Somehow, I don't know about you, but my idea as a teenager and then in my 20s was that to be perfected means to be almost superhuman, as somebody who's not touched by grievance or sorrow or all of these petty little things that we think that we want to get out of, that kind of come and perturb us, and we want to escape from it, we want to rise above it. But it turns out that very much following in the footsteps of the Prophet Muhammad, Rumi and the Prophet Muhammad and other Islamic saints show the fullness of human life, which means enduring sorrow and grief, as well as happiness. It seems that completion in this case is very much like the completion of the entirety of creation, where you cannot have a sunrise without a sunset. There is no light without dark. So I think at this stage of my life, at least, Rumi is somebody who shows to me that it is not possible to hold on to part of reality. We have to experience the whole, and that is the path of being fully human. To be a complete human being is to experience everything that a human experiences, which includes doubts as well as certainty, which includes heights of transportation through love, and also the fear that love brings, that we might do something that our beloved might not like. So love is a really good example, and Rumi talks about it a lot, of what love does to a person. That's the height of being human, where you start worrying about very small things as well. So it's not the path of the superhuman, it's the path of the fully human. So at least at this stage of my life, that's what Rumi is to me, a completed human being. And let me just say a couple of words about the ceremony tonight. It's called Sema in Arabic and Sema in Turkish. It literally means listening. And as Mary Kay has alluded to it, all of us who are present here are participating through our listening. So the degree to which we can allow our thoughts to just flow like clouds float on the sky, to that degree we will be participating in creating this space and will be part of this ceremony. So even though there's turning, that is also part of this, ultimately the ceremony of listening. And for me, this ceremony of turning, where the Samazan turns around the axis of their left foot, and they turn around the center of their heart, that represents the Kaaba. And the Kaaba is the center of the Muslim world. There's a house of God built by Abraham, towards which Muslims, those who do observe the 5 times prayers, they face towards that, they stand up, they bow down, they prostrate, and they stand up. But as you keep on going closer to the Kaaba, that movement, which is linear towards the Kaaba, when you reach the Kaaba, you circle around it. So this ceremony, this movement of turning, is truly the kind of movement that the pilgrims perform around the Kaaba, which is also the movement of almost everything in creation. We are all turning and returning. So it's a ceremony of return to our center, and perhaps I grew up Muslim, but still, it did not really hit me till much later that the significance of the Kaaba, perhaps more than the fact that it is there, is that it is empty inside. That this beloved that Rumi talks about, that we will hear some beautiful poetry translated by Mrs. Humayyi and Pierce, that this beloved is always beyond. That's the significance of the emptiness at the heart of the Kaaba. So welcome, friends, and let's bring our listening.
Listen to the reed and the tale it tells, how it sings of separation. Ever since they cut me from my reed bed, my lament has caused both men and women to weep. I want a heart torn by longing, that I may share the pain of love's desire. Whoever has been parted from his source longs for the time when he was one with it. In every company I play my lament. I'm a friend to both happy and sad. Each befriended me for his own reasons, yet none sought my secret from within me.
بشنو این نی چون شکایت می کند از جدایی ها حکایت می کند از نیستان تا مرا ببریده اند از نفیرم مرد و زن نالیده اند سینه خواهم شرح از فراق تا بگویم شرح درد اشتیاق هر کسی از ظن خود شد یار من از درون من نجست اسرار من به هر جمعیتی نالان شدم جفت بدحالان و خوشحالان شدم هر کسی کو دور ماند از اصل خویش باز جوید روزگار وصل خویش
My secret is not different from my lament, yet it is not for the senses to apprehend. Body is not veiled from soul, nor soul from body, yet not everyone is permitted to see the soul. The reed is played with fire, not with wind, and without this fire you would not exist. It's the fire of love that is in the reed. It's the ferment of love that completes the vine. The reed is the comfort of everyone who is parted from a friend. Its strains pierce the heart. Whoever saw a poison or a cure like the reed? Whoever saw a friend or a lover like the reed?
سر من از ناله من دور نیست لیک چشم و گوش را آن نور نیست تن ز جان و جان ز تن مستور نیست لیک کس را دید جان دستور نیست آتش است این بانگ نای و نیست باد هر که این آتش ندارد نیست باد آتش عشق است اندر نی فتاد جوشش عشق است اندر می فتاد نی حریف هر که از یاری گلید پرده هایش پرده های ما درید همچو نی زهری و تریاقی که دید همچو نی دمساز و مشتاقی
The reed sings of the way of blood. It recounts the passion of Majnun. Only to the senseless is this sense confided. Does the tongue have any patron save the ear? Our days grow more unseasonable, these days that mix grief with pain. But if the days that remain are few, let them go. It doesn't matter. Do thou remain, for none is as holy as thou art. All but the fish quickly become sated with his water, and the day is long without his daily bread. No one who is raw can understand the state of the ripe. Therefore, my words must be brief. Farewell.
نی حدیث راه پرخون می کند قصه های عشق مجنون می کند محرم این هوش جز بیهوش نیست مرزبان را مشتری جز گوش نیست در غم ما روزها بیگاه شد روزها با سوزها همراه شد روزها گر رفت گو رو باک نیست تو بمان ای آن که جز تو پاک نیست هر که جز ماهی ز آبش سیر شد هر که بی روزیست روزش دیر شد در نیابد حال پخته هیچ خام پس سخن کوتاه باید والسلام
What is to be done, O Muslims? For I do not recognize myself. I am neither Christian nor Jew, nor pagan nor Muslim. I am not of the East, nor of the West, not of the land nor of the sea. I am not of nature, nor of the circling sky. I am not of earth, nor of water, not of air, nor of fire. I am not of the heavens, nor of the dust, not of existence, nor of essence. I am not of India, nor of China, not of Bulgaria, nor of Saxon. I am not of the kingdom of Iraq, nor of the country of Khorasan. I am not of this world, nor of the next, not of paradise, nor of hell. I am not of Adam, nor of Eve, not of Eden, nor Wizran. My place is the placeless. I leave no trace. I belong neither to body nor to soul, but to the soul of the Beloved. I have put duality away. I have seen the two worlds as one. One I seek, one I know. One I see, one I call. He is the first, He is the last. He is the outward, He is the inward. I know none other than Yahu and Yamanhu. I am drunk with love's cup. The two worlds have passed out of my ken. I have no business save carousing and revelry. If once in my life I spent a moment without thee, from that moment and from that hour I repent of my life. If once in this world I win a moment with thee, I will trample on both worlds. I will dance in triumph forever. O Shams of Tabriz, I am so drunken in this world that except of drunkenness and revelry, I have no tale to tell.
چه تدبیر ای مسلمانان که من خود را نمیدانم، نه ترسا نه یهودم، من نه گبرم نه مسلمانم، نه شرقیم نه غربیم نه بریم نه بحریم، نه از خان طبیعیم نه از افلاک گردانم، نه از خاکم نه از آبم نه از بادم نه از آتش، نه از فرشم نه از فرشم نه از کونم نه از کانم، نه از هندم نه از چینم نه از بلغار و سقسینم، نه از ملک عراقینم نه از خاک خراسانم، نه از دنیا نه از عقبی نه از جنت نه از دوزخ، نه از آدم نه از حوا نه از فردوس و رضوانم. مکانم لا مکان باشد، مکانم لا مکان باشد، نشانم بی نشان باشد، نه این باشد نه آن باشد که من از جان جانانم. دویی از خود به در کردم، دو عالم را یکی دیدم، یکی جویم یکی گویم، یکی خوانم یکی دانم. هو الاول هو الاخر هو الظاهر هو الباطن، به غیر از هو و یا من هو دیگر چیزی نمیدانم. ز جام عشق سرمستم، دو عالم رفته از دستم، به جز رندی و قلاشی نباشد هیچ سامانم. اگر در عمر خود روزی دمی بی او برآوردم، از آن روز و از آن ساعت پشیمانم پشیمانم. اگر دستم دهد روزی دمی با تو در این خلوت، دو عالم زیر پا آرم همی دستی برافشانم. الا ای شمس تبریزی، الا ای شمس تبریزی، چنان مستم در این عالم که جز مستی و قلاشی نباشد هیچ دستانم.
We are of heaven and we go to heaven. We are of the sea, and to the sea we must return. We are not from here or there. We belong to the formless, and for formlessness we long. For God there is no God but God. For us there is nothing but God. God said, "Come," and draws us to him. We are going to the call of God. We are Noah's ark, and in the storm of the Spirit we go without hand or foot. We rise up like a wave to heaven. We fall down into ourselves again. The road of truth is narrow, like the eye of a needle. We must pass through whole and entire. Think of the destination and the people who travel with you. We must all go together or not at all. You read the words, we all go back to him. But you cannot imagine how high we will fly. We are human, and our fate is not of earth. So we can ascend to the height of the brightest star. There is height as well as depth in us. From this height we go to God who is highest. On the day of harvest, O trembling mouse, open your eyes and see that we are endowed with vision. O proud speech, be silent and don't come with us. We are so fearless that we leave ourselves behind. O mountain of existence, don't try to stop us. We are going to the mountain of the King of all the world.
ما ز بالاییم و بالا می رویم. ما ز دریاییم و دریا می رویم. ما از اینجا و از آنجا نیستیم. ما ز بی جاییم و بی جا می رویم. لا اله اندر پی الا الله است. همچو لا ما هم به الا می رویم. قل تعالوا آیتی است از لطف حق. ما به جذبه حق تعالی می رویم. کشتی نوحیم در طوفان روح. لاجرم بی دست و بی پا می رویم. همچو موج از خود برآوردیم سر. باز هم در خود تماشا می رویم. راه حق تنگ است چون سم الخیاط. ما مثال رشته یکتا می رویم. هین ز همراهان و منزل یاد کن. پس بدان که هر دمی ما می رویم. خوانده ای انا الیه راجعون؟ تا بدانی که کجاها می رویم. اختر ما نیست در دور قمر. لاجرم فوق ثریا می رویم. همت عالی است در سرهای ما. از علا تا رب اعلا می رویم. روز خرمنگاه ما ای کورموش. گر نکوری بین که بینا می رویم. ای سخن خاموش کن با ما میا. بین که ما از رشک بی ما می رویم. ای که هستی ما ره را مبند. ای که هستی ما ره را مبند. ما به کوه قاف و عنقا می رویم. ما ز بالاییم و بالا می رویم.
The song of the spheres in their revolutions is what men sing with lute and voice. As we are all part of Adam, we have heard these melodies in paradise. The earth and the water have cast their spell upon us. We have only faint recollections of these heavenly songs. But while we are still shrouded by gross earthly veils, how can the call of the dancing spheres reach us?
بانگ گردش های چرخ است این که خلق می نوازندش به تنبور و تر. مؤمنان گویند کآثار بهشت نقص گردانی هر آواز زشت. ما همه اجزاء آدم بوده ایم در بهشت آن لحن‌ها بشنودیم. گرچه بر ما ریخت آب و گل شکی یادمان آمد از آنها اندکی. لیک چون آمیخت با خاک کرد پی دهد این زیر و این بم آن طرف.
اهدنا الصراط المستقيم
If wheat should come from the earth of my grave, and you make bread from it, drunkenness will grow. The dough and the baker will both turn mad. The oven will chant a drunken verse. And if you come on pilgrimage to my grave, my burial mound will show you how to dance. Don't come to my grave without a drum, brother, for the banquet of God should not be sad. With lips closed, asleep in the grave, my mouth tastes the friend's intoxicating sweets. You burst open the coffin, bind it on your chest. Out of your soul will come a winehouse. From all sides comes the singing, fighting, and harping of the drunks. From every action is surely born another. God has created me from the wine of love. I am the same wine when pressed by death. I am intoxication, and my essence is love's wine. Tell me, what comes from wine save drunkenness? To the tower of the soul of Shams of Tabriz, without waiting to draw a breath, my soul will fly.
ز خاک من اگر گندم برآید، از آن گرنان پزی مستی فزاید. خمیر و نان با دیوانه گردد، تنورش بیت مستانه سراید. اگر بر گور من آیی زیارت، تو را خرپشته ام رقصان نماید. میا بی دف به گور من برادر، که در بزم خدا غمگین نشاید. زنخ بربسته و در گور خفته، دهان افیون و نقل یار خاید. به در ریزان کفن بر سینه بندی، خراباتی ز جانت درگشاید. ز هر سو بانگ جنگ و چنگ مستان، ز هر کاری به لابد کار زاید. مرا حق از می عشق آفریده است، مرا حق از می عشق آفریده است. همان عشقم اگر مرگم بساید. منم مستی و اصل من می عشق، بگو از می به جز مستی چه آید. به برج روح شمس دین تبریز، بپرد روح من یک دم نپاید.
I was dead, I came to life. Tearful, I laughed. Visited by love, forever love I became. My eyes are full of looking, my soul of courage. Brave as a lion, radiant as Venus I became. He said, "You're not mad, you're not worthy of this house." I went and drove myself crazy. Bound and shackled I became. He said, "You're not drunk, you're not one of us." I went and drank. Filled with rejoicing I became. He said, "You haven't died, you're not surrendered to joy." I fell down before his life-giving face. Slain by love I became. He said, "You're a clever one, drunk with fantasy and doubt." I threw my dreams away, an empty fool exalted I became. He said, "You've become a candle, showing the way to prayer." I was neither candle nor prayer, scattered smoke I became. He said, "You're a sheikh and leader, a guide of the way." I was neither sheikh nor leader, your slave to command I became. He said, "You can already fly, I won't give you wings and feathers." In my longing for his plumage, flightless and impotent I became. My transformed state said, "Do not go on this journey, do not suffer. Out of the goodness of my heart, drawing close to you, I come." Old love said, "Don't leave me." I said, "I won't leave." Quiet and motionless I became. You are the source of the sun. I am the willow's shade. When your light struck me, melted down, I became. My heart found the soul's radiance, opened and burst. My heart wove a new silk garment. An enemy of rags I became. At dawn, the soul boasted of its ecstasy. I was servant and stable boy. Master and king I became. The wrapping paper gives thanks for the sugar it unfolds. Since your sweetness was given to me, all sweetness I became. The sorrowful earth gives thanks to the curving wheel of the sky. Since it turned and smiled on me, filled with light I became. The wheel of sky gives thanks to the King and his angels. Since he showed me his kindness and mercy, radiant and generous I became. The knower of God gives thanks for victory over all. Above the seven worlds, a shining star I became. My light is from you, O celebrated moon. Gaze on me and yourself. From the influence of your smile, a garden of laughter I became. Move silently like a chessman, silent yet full of speech. From the face of the King of the world, joyful and exalted I became.
مرده بودم زنده شدم گریه بودم خنده شدم دولت عشق آمد و من دولت پاینده شدم دیده سیر است مرا جان غدیر است مرا زهره شیر است مرا زهره تابنده شدم گفت که دیوانه نیی لایق این خانه نیی رفتم دیوانه شدم سلسله بندنده شدم گفت که تو مست نیی رو که از این دست نیی رفتم و سرمست شدم و از طرب آکنده شدم گفت که تو کشته نیی در طرب آغشته نیی پیش رخ زنده کنش کشته و افکنده شدم گفت که تو زیرککی مست خیالی و شکی هول شدم و از همه برکنده شدم. گفت که تو شمع شدی، قبله این جمع شدی، جمع نیم شمع نیم دود پراکنده شدم، جمع نیم شمع نیم دود پراکنده شدم. گفت که شیخی و سری پیش و راهبری، شیخ نیم پیش نیم امر تو را بنده شدم. گفت که با بال و پری من پر و بالت ندهم، در هوس بال و پرش بی پر و پرکنده شدم. گفت مرا دولت نو راه مرو رنج مشو، زانکه من از لطف و کرم سوی تو آینده شدم. گفت مرا عشق کهن از بر ما نقل مکن، گفتم آری نکنم ساکن و باشنده شدم. چشمه خورشید تویی، چشمه خورشید تویی، سایگه بید منم، چون که زدی بر سر من پست و گدازنده شدم. تابش جان یافت دلم، وا شد و بشکافت دلم، اطلس نو بافت دلم، دشمن این ژنده شدم. صورت جان وقت سحر لافت همی زد ز بطر، بنده و خربنده بودم، شاد و شاه و خداونده شدم. شکر کند کاغذ تو از شکر بی حد تو، کامد او در بر من با وی ماننده شدم. شکر کند خاک دژم از فلک و چرخ بخم، از نظر و گردش او نور پذیرنده شدم. شکر کند چرخ فلک از ملک و ملک و ملک، از ملک و ملک و ملک، از برم و کرم و بخشش او روشن و بخشنده شدم. شکر کند عارف حق از همه بردیم سبب، بر زبر حق طبق اختر رخشنده شدم. دهره بودم ماه شدم، دهره بودم ماه شدم، چرخ 200 تاه شدم، یوسف بودم ز کنون یوسف زاینده شدم. از تو همه شهر قمر در من و در خود بنگر، که از اثر خنده تو گلشن خندنده شدم. باش تو شطرنج روان خاموش و خود جمله زبان، از رخ آن شاه جهان فرخ و فرخنده شدم.
Let me see your face, for the orchard and rose garden are my heart's desire. Open your lips, for the taste of sweetness is my heart's desire. O ray of sunshine, for just one breath part the clouds, for your radiant countenance is my heart's desire. Longing for you, I heard the call of the falcon drum. I returned, for the Sultan's forearm is my heart's desire. Capriciously you said to me, trouble me no more, be gone. To hear, trouble me no more, is my heart's desire. Be gone, the king is not at home. The doorkeeper's rejection is my heart's desire. Like Jacob, I am in constant sorrow. To see the fair visage of Joseph is my heart's desire. By Allah, the city is a prison without you. To wander mountain and desert is my heart's desire. My spirit is weakened by feeble traveling companions. Rustami Dastan and the Lion of God are my heart's desire. My soul is sickened by Pharaoh and his tyranny. The glowing face of Moses is my heart's desire. My heart is made weary by tears and complaints. The rant and roar of drunkards is my heart's desire. I could be as eloquent as the nightingale, but the jealousy of others seals my tongue. The sound of lamentation is my heart's desire. In the darkness of the night, the sheikh shone his lamp throughout the city. I am weary of prey and predators. A true man is my heart's desire. They answered, we have searched, he is not to be found. The sheikh answered, that which is not found is my heart's desire. He is hidden from every eye, yet all things that are seen are also from him. To see the hidden one in that which is not hidden is my heart's desire. My ears were made drunk by the tale of faith. Where is that which will enrapture my eyes? To see the form of faith is my heart's desire. In one hand the wine cup, in the other the curls of the beloved. To whirl within the circle is my heart's desire.
بنمای رخ که باغ و گلستانم آرزوست. بگشای لب که قند فراوانم آرزوست. ای آفتاب حسن برون آدمی ز ابر کان چهره مشعشع تابانم آرزوست. بشنیدم از هوای تو آواز طبل باز آمدم که ساعد سلطانم آرزوست. گفتی ز ناز بیش مرنجان مرا برو، آن گفتند که بیش مرنجانم آرزوست. وان دفع گفتند که برو شه به خانه نیست، وان ناز و باز و تندی دربانم آرزوست. یعقوب وار از صفاها همی زنم، دیدار خوب یوسف کنعانم آرزوست. والله که بی تو مرا شهر حبس می شود، آوارگی کوه و بیابانم آرزوست. زین همراهان سست عناصر دلم گرفت، شیر خدا و رستم دستانم آرزوست. گویاترم ز بلبل اما ز رشک عام مهر است بر دهانم و افغانم آرزوست. دی شیخ با چراغ همی گشت گرد شهر، که از دیو و دد ملولم و انسانم آرزوست. گفتند یافت می نشود جسته ایم ما، گفت آنکه یافت می نشود آنم آرزوست. پنهان ز دیده ها و همه دیده ها از اوست. آن آشکار صنعت پنهانم آرزوست. گوشم شنید قصه ایمان و مست شد. کو قسم جست صورت ایمانم آرزوست. یک دست جام باده و یک دست زلف یار، رقصی چنین میانه میدانم آرزوست. یک دست جام باده و یک دست زلف یار، رقصی چنین میانه میدانم آرزوست. میگوید آن رباب که مردم ز انتظار، دست و کنار و زخمه عثمانم آرزوست. من هم رباب عشقم و عشقم ربابی است، وان لطف‌های زخمه رحمانم آرزوست.
أعوذ برب الناس ملك